What's going on, everybody? Devore, G Money, and Quinte. This is the Not for Debate podcast. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and most definitely share. Be sure to also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and on our Facebook page. You can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and all other streaming platforms. Quinte, G Money, what's going on?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey, I'm just taking it all in. The Milwaukee Bucks are the NBA World Champions. You know,
I give it to him. I just let it go. I give it to him.
You ain't got no choice but to let it go.
You cannot argue with just the personality of Giannis. Like, I sat down and I watched this interview, his press conference interview after the game. I'm like, yo, like this dude is like a really humble dude. Like, how could you not like Giannis?
Yeah.
But you misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't like him. I don't like his game. Because to me, he's like the most deserved superstar I ever saw. You understand? Like, he's more humble. He's just as humble as LeBron. Just be honest, because there ain't no more humble person than LeBron. Because everybody else, when they know they're good, they treat people like crap. You understand? And he treated everybody with, equal respect. I respect that about a young man, but he still needs to get that post game ready.
Right. The thing about Giannis is they trying to make him a 3 or a wing. Giannis is a big. Yeah. He's a big. He doesn't have handles like a wing. He's a big. Let him play like a big.
He's a power forward center. To think about it, if this was 1992, he would play center or power forward.
Right. He's a hybrid big, in my opinion.
Just like I was talking to my barber earlier today. Look, think about this. Look at Shaquille O'Neal. If Shaquille O'Neal got drafted at this time, at the same time Giannis got drafted, Shaquille O'Neal could have been Giannis, but better. You could run the offense to him completely. He's not going to falter under the pressure. You understand? He's not going to miss. He ain't going to be the best free throw shooter, but when it's time for him to make them, he's going to make them. I'm just saying. They could have been the same type of player, because people forget when Shaq came in the league, he was Giannis. He was the same frame. People forget that when he got fat and went to the Lakers.
That's true. He was running up and down the floor in Orlando.
Yeah, man. I'm telling
running
you.
Running the offense and running the ball. Yeah. He was kind of different in Orlando.
That man was different.
When he went to the Lakers, he was more give me the ball in the paint and I just destroy everybody.
That's that triangle offense. They run the offense through him. And then Kobe got up to speed to get the ball. The offense went through Kobe. It still went through Shaq, but the triangle was complete.
Okay, Quinte. I can respect that. I can respect that. Is that cool with you too, G? Can we respect that?
Well, no. Listen, I understand what you're saying about Giannis and his personality. Like, he's so likable. He just seems so real. He doesn't seem fake. He doesn't treat everybody bad. He doesn't talk shit about his opponents. Like, he just balls out. He doesn't do that buddy thing, work out with guys. Like, he does his own thing. Like, I love that. He has that real old school feel. This is why I said that honestly, it really should be Kawhi, because Kawhi is a better all-around player than Giannis, but Kawhi's personality doesn't fit what the NBA needs. Plus, he can't stay healthy. So Giannis, he has to be the man. He has to take over. He has to be the best player in the league and the face of the NBA, which I think that eventually it's going to transition into his lead. And the first step is to win a championship. So we'll see.
I don't think he's going to be the face though, but
yeah, of course he is.
I think who else is going to be?
I could agree with Quinte on that. Because
they're trying to make the white boy be the face. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh, Luka? No.
Bro. You better watch them commercials.
I'm telling you, Giannis is going to be the man of the league. I'm telling you, I've been saying that since the All-Star game.
Since I've been going out, go to malls and stuff, I see more little kids with Luka, Curry jerseys, KD jerseys.
Yeah, I don't really see Giannis jerseys.
I don't
like
see no
that.
Giannis.
Maybe the tide will change within the next couple of months before the next NBA season starts because the Bucks are popular again. Yeah. But I really don't see any Giannis jerseys. I see more Luka than anything.
I see Luka.
Jerseys don't mean anything. I don't get what y'all were
Why don't it?
Yes,
listen to me. Fuck the jerseys. What I'm saying is the person that's a player that's going to carry the league and be the face of the league. You know how long LeBron has been the face of the league? He doesn't have all the greatest jersey sales. I don't want to hear about them fucking jerseys. I'm talking about being the man of the league, being the best player and the important person of the league. LeBron says something about the All-Star game. It goes like LeBron has so much control over the NBA. It had nothing to do with fucking jerseys. I don't want to hear about jerseys. What I'm saying is, it's about Giannis being the man. He's going to be the next. But
LeBron was one of the highest paid, top paid jerseys for the
jerseys don't mean that he was the man. Jerseys don't mean he was the man. I don't want to hear about jerseys. Who cares about? I'm talking about being the face of the NBA.
That's what you're not understanding, bro. It's a media-driven league, bro. It's a media-driven league. You gotta understand that. Whatever the young, because you gotta understand, we're getting old. LeBron is getting old. KD is getting old. You got, all right, take Giannis. Giannis is going to be 27 years old when the season starts. So he has a small window still to be Giannis, doing his spin move in the lane and that driving fast, knocking people over, bowling the China shot ball. He had a couple years left of doing that. Luka is 22 years old. You understand what I'm saying? Luka is 22 years old, bro.
And Luka can't get out the first round. I don't want to hear that. It's going to be Giannis.
He does not have the team that Giannis has.
Listen to me. 27 to 32 is the time where you're in your prime. Luka has years to go. Luka is not going to be the face of the league. I don't want to hear that. It's going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo. His personality, the way he plays the game, he's going to be the face of the league. It's not Luka's time yet. It's not.
You're going to be sadly mistaken. He's going to be the next Charles Barkley. He just won a championship. He's Charles Barkley that won a championship, bro.
That's so
no, it's not. This is Charles. Charles Barkley was played just like Giannis, but he had better ball handling. He can play, he can run off his front forward, he can run. He's just, he can do everything. People sleep on Charles. Charles was good, bro.
I'm not saying that, but that comparison was. That comparison,
bro. He's Charles that won a championship. He's the Charles that won a championship. That might be his only championship he win, bro. I'm telling you.
Zion is Charles Barkley. He's a better.
No, he's not. Zion is Sean Kemp with handles a little bit. I'm telling you, that's Sean Kemp. Kemp with handles.
Shout out to Sunset in the chat too, by the way.
No, man.
Saying
this, my opinion.
I have mixed feelings about Charles. I did like Charles as far as him being.
Charles was a baller, bro. He was a baller.
Yeah, Charles was a baller. For an undersized guy, for him to be able to get rebounds the way he was getting rebounds, I like Charles for just his scrappiness.
Yeah.
I think other than Dennis Rodman, Charles Barkley was the greatest rebounder I ever seen. I mean, he ain't got nothing on Dennis, but after Dennis is Charles, in my opinion, as far as rebounding the ball.
Don't forget about
I feel like Kenneth Faried is a little bit underrated too, to be honest.
Shut up! Get out of here!
I'm just saying.
Get out of here, man!
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Stop it, man! Stop it. Kenneth Faried.
That's we gonna say Nick Van Exel was the
best. He like players like Brian Scalabrine. That's his.
Oh Lord!
No, I don't like players like that. But I do like underdog. I do like to put underdog. I'm an underdog guy. Exactly, I'm an underdog guy. Like I'm always gonna root for the underdog, no matter what.
Yeah, but they under the ground. Like what do you mean underdog?
I mean under the ground. I'm just saying though, like take last year for example. Quinte, I don't know where you was at with this whole Josh Rosen and Tua situation, but I was even though I knew Josh Rosen was gonna get cut after Tua got drafted, I was literally rooting for him.
I got something. When you finish, I got something to say about that.
Okay, but yeah, like as soon as the Dolphins drafted Tua with the 5th overall pick last year, I knew Josh Rosen was gonna get cut, but I was like, you know what, I'm on the root for him because I feel like he deserves an opportunity. But it is what it is.
But I'm gonna say this. About that situation. To me, last year, Tua and the team benefited from COVID, not being to have preseason games. Let Rosen show you what he had on the field, because I feel as though if we got to see what Rosen had on the field, it would have been a different outcome when the season started. That is my humble opinion.
But what do you mean by different? Like he would have stayed on the team, is what you're saying? Or
they would have had no choice but to keep him because
he had no choice but to keep him,
because practices were they were private. So and media wasn't allowed to exactly see what was going on behind closed doors. Yeah. And you only get to really see unless you watch the preseason games. Like 2 years ago when we ended up getting Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen, like I was really impressed with what I saw from Josh Rosen in that little small sample size.
Yes, that's people don't understand. It's like, okay, the difference between Rosen and Tua. Tua might have more upstairs than Rosen. Rosen has the physical attributes that you want. And he might be a tick slow sometimes. Other than that, to me, all you got to do is speed up his mental process. That's coaching. You can coach that out of somebody.
Where is he now?
49ers.
Okay.
But he's not going to get to play because they drafted Trey Lance.
Right.
He got his first round pick. I'm gonna say it's to me they did him dirty in the Cardinals because it's like you trade him away, y'all still ain't make no playoffs. You still won the same amount of games when he was the quarterback, so it just don't make any sense to me. I know I like the little young dude he plays, but I don't like his cockiness. His cockiness is out of control. I don't like it. You ain't do nothing in this league. You too cocky to be. You're
talking about the Cardinals QB right now?
Yeah, he's too cocky. I don't like that. He ain't do nothing to be so cocky. It's like if you came out here I'm gonna say this, only person who has a right to be cocky is what you call it from the Baltimore
Lamar,
Mahomes. They have the right to be cocky. Think about it. Since he came in the league, he's been doing this thing. He went to the playoffs. And he might have lost, but he's been to the playoffs every year he's been in the league. That's Mahomes won the Super Bowl. Mahomes been to two Super Bowls. So they can be cocky. You ain't do nothing. You can't take your team to the playoffs with that good offense you got. Because you can't tell me what the offense they got, they shouldn't make it to the playoffs.
I think they can make the playoffs next season. Maybe, going forward.
Nah, they ain't gonna make it to the playoffs because they don't got no DBs. They playing Simmons at damn strong safety. At middle linebacker. He should be playing safety. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? But hey, we'll see.
It's seriously back to the Josh Rosen situation, G Buddy. Like it's a very, very sensitive subject for Miami Dolphins fans because everybody has such mixed feelings. But also it does go. I did want to bring up the point because this goes behind deaf ears all the time. Honestly, I strongly believe the 2019 offensive line for the Dolphins was a whole lot worse than the 2020 offensive line for the Dolphins. and I just sit here and I am just mind-boggled when I sit and I listen to some people be talking, and I be like, "Yo, what?"
They just don't like him. You gotta understand, people love Tua so much. They love him so much.
And I pose the question, Quinte. I'd be like, "All right, so what offensive lineman that was on that 2019 season roster that's currently on the Miami Dolphins roster in 2020 that's actually playing?" Nobody can answer that question. Nobody.
What's his name? The white boy.
Come on,
the dude.
Jesse Davis. He's been in and out on a line for God knows how long, and we've been calling for his job for quite some time now. So
not me. I like Jesse Davis. He's serviceable. He's going to do his
serviceable.
job.
He's a backup to me.
He's Udonis Haslem. He's gonna come in and do his job.
Okay, he's one of those rotating guys. Hey, if you got time, I'm gonna drop the link right now. We can have this conversation now.
I want him. I want Jesse Davis to the team.
Yeah, we can have this conversation right now. But
EM in the chat, man.
Yes.
EM talk. He just get emotional sometimes.
Just say the word right now. We get you up here right now. I'm gonna drop it right now. But yeah, back to the whole offensive line thing. I'll just be so mind-boggled, Quinte. That just bothers me, like to my core, bro. That just bothers me.
Me personally, I think we did a pretty good job with all 3 rookies playing starting. And bad center play. Yeah, it's like I still like what I saw. In some cases, some of the quarterback, when you could tell the difference when you saw it was leaky. The line was leaky, but at the same time we had a veteran leadership on certain parts of all pro veteran leadership on the offensive line, like at center. And at one of the guard spots to help out the left tackle, to help out. If we had a veteran leader at right tackle and at center to help out the guards and in the tackle, they'd help us out. But we didn't have that. We had to, patch it up to what we had. And me personally, I think I have a lot of people having us losing against the Patriots first game of the season. I don't think we're gonna lose. I think we're gonna go at least 2-1.
Wait, where is the game? Is it Miami or is it up there in Boston?
I think it's in Boston.
You think 2-1? You said
the first 3 games.
That's Tampa Bay, New England, and Buffalo.
Oh hell no! Nah. That might be
no. We play our division rivals first.
Yeah, that's Buffalo, New England, and then Tampa, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't see us beating any of those teams. I'm sorry. I can't.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You might still win against Buffalo.
I'm gonna say this to you. Our team, to me, our team is predicated on the defense. If we keep Xavien Howard, that's gonna help us out. Because that's one less problem you have to worry about. Because you take Xavien Howard away, bro, it's gonna be bad.
Okay, but here's my question. Right?
That's what I'm saying.
I got a question.
It's gonna be bad.
I got a question. Let's say you think he'll hold out? You think he'll hold out and not play?
I understand what he's doing, but at the same time, dude, you're making $15 million for the season, bro. Come on, man. It's just I'm gonna say this. The way I was brought up. If I sign something, if I do something, I'll say I'm going to do something. I can't come back and renege on you just because I feel like I did my job better than somebody else. It's like I can't go to work and say, "Oh man, I feel like I'm the best person you have on the job right now. You got to give me more money. I've been doing all the work." That shit don't work like that. You do your job. That's what you're supposed to do. I can't say I drive most trucks today. No, nigga, no. Take your black ass back out there and do your job. It's just my opinion. Because sometimes I feel like some athletes, they delusional. Because you got to look at it.
A lot of them, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to say a lot of them never really had a real job. So when they get all this money, they get spoiled and think that they're entitled to certain, things. And it's like, no, but you got to work for it,
Yeah, but because at first I thought, man, we need to pay this man. And then I heard when I was listening to TD scream, they said, nah, he's making $15 million for the season. Oh, Lord, this man tripping.
look at it from this perspective, okay, Quinte? Because I feel like when people go out and they be like, well, yeah, you signed the contract, you need to stand by the contract. All right, if hey Ian, what's going on? Let's go ahead and welcome Ian, Dolphin fan, to the Not For The Bait podcast.
What's good, fellas? What's going on, gentlemen?
Nice to meet
I
you.
want to holler at you, man. You don't never answer your PlayStation.
What's that?
You don't never answer your PlayStation. I want to holler at you about something, but I don't want to do it right now.
You sent me a link. I mean, you sent me a message.
Yeah.
I got 2 accounts. You remember I had to get rid of my first one. I got that EM underscore.
So I ain't got the new account. No wonder I haven't seen
got
it
an old
online.
one, dude.
Yeah, it's EM underscore Dolphin, capital EM underscore Dolphin fan, all lowercase.
Okay. All right,
that's probably what it is.
After when we get out on backstage, I'll holler at Tay, ask you something. Dude.
That's what's up. What's going on, fellas? It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Speak your mind, man. Speak
let
your mind.
Let him talk. Don't interrupt him. Let him talk.
No. I was listening to y'all, man. I see y'all still, bro. Everything always leads back to Rosen. I tell you, with Greg, he ain't gonna never get over that. He'll never get over that. Just admit it. It's all good though. I ain't doing no tripping. I understand you wanted Rosen. That was your boy, and it's what it is. So we just need to move forward. We don't. The season is almost here, bro. Training camp is. I think they open up. The first one next week. Yeah, they open the doors next week, and we just got to look forward to this year, fellas. I think this roster. I think this team is poised. They got enough talent. The way it's presently constructed, it's poised to do some good things this year, bro. So, but Rosen was garbage, though. Rosen was garbage, though.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I don't like to say that, man.
We were just talking about the first 3 games. What is it? New England, Buffalo, and then Tampa. What do you think about that? 3-0, 2-1, 1-2, 0-3.
It's a 2-part question because if let's just say Xavien Howard is not on the roster week 1.
Well,
what do you think the Dolphins' record will be after week 3?
Well, if Xavien Howard, I don't know if y'all been listening to me on these other platforms, but if Xavien Howard is not on this roster, bro, it's significantly weakens. It's not just the defense, but the team overall. And
I just said that.
My confidence, if he's not on the roster, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm really, really concerned. Not just the first 3 games, the first 5 games. Look at the teams that we're facing in the first 5 games out the gate: Buffalo, New England, Oakland, Indianapolis, and Tampa Bay. That's 4 out of 5 playoff teams that make 3 out of 5. But the Patriots, they could have easily made the playoffs last year. But they're coming back. They're fully loaded now. You got Dante Hightower in the middle of that defense now coming back. They reloaded. They went on a spending spree for the first time during the Bill Belichick era and spent over almost $200 million in free agents, bringing in Matthew Judon, bringing in Hunter Henry. I always forget the other tight end from Tennessee. His name that they brought in. Jonnu Smith. So you got Stephon Gilmore coming back. He's fully healthy.
They got some corners out there too, boy.
Yeah. Him and J.C. Jackson and Byron Jones. I mean, just if you're talking about cornerback tandems, they're the only team I think that's comparable to what we have with Byron Jones. No.
Hell no. They got 2 slot corners playing outside, man.
No.
And a rookie.
No.
You don't
corners.
You don't like Fuller?
I mean, he's good. He's a good player, but I just don't think he's on the level of Byron Jones and Xavien. Now he's a zone-based corner anyway.
I was gonna say as far as the group in general, they got some corners.
Well, yeah, if you're talking about secondary as a whole, because you got Justice Simmons as a safety, all-pro, well, not all-pro, but Pro Bowl level, and yeah, they have a solid secondary. But I tend to give more credit and corners that are press man guys, I hold them in a higher, in a higher tier than I do zone-based guys. So New England, when you're talking about, pure press man cover corners, New England, in my opinion, as a tandem with Stephon Gilmore and J.C. Jackson, they're the only 2 comparable guys to Byron Jones and Xavien Howard, in my opinion. So, but the first 5 games, I mean, out the gate, bro, out the gate. So it's gonna be, extremely, Extremely. That's why I think Xavien Howard, just for this year, I said this on TD's platform. We had a big disagreement, and I think if you're gonna, Tua's the quarterback. He's a second year. He's still developing. You got uncertainty on the offensive line. You got uncertainty with Tua. So, to me, you want to have your defense, performing at, you got to have all your players on defense, bro.
Okay, just to politely interrupt, and then what you got then? What's the record? Like, go on record with it. What is it? First 5 games? What we looking?
No. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm myself. I don't even think we win in the first 3. I'm saying we going 0-3.
It's a little too early to go on the record right now. Holler at me in about
it ain't too early if Xavien Howard ain't on this roster. But you giving up the opportunity to put 7 men in the box. You can't blitz to stop the run. So
one guy really makes that much of a difference?
Oh,
one guy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. When you could trust the guy to lock down one side of the field, and you could bring that extra safety in the box, you could do a lot with that. You could do a lot with that.
And also the defense, just the overall scheme is predicated on, 2 lockdown cover corners on the outside, because number one, they were what, top 5 in press in terms of blitz packages that they brought last year. And also you can't play that single high shell like Brian Flores likes to do and leave that 8th man in the box. So if you're compromised on the outside, now if Noah Igbenogany, we get in training camp and he's showing that he's on the level, then this is a moot point. But as of right now,
I was going to say, he kind of remind me of Will Davis. He kind of remind me of Will Davis when they had the reports. They was like, Will Davis is catching everything he can put his hands on. That kind of reminds me of what that is, right? With Noah Igbenogany right now.
I can't. Well, I can't. Man, Will Davis, come on, Brady.
That's what they made it sound like. They was like, Will Davis about to be the next best quarter opposite of Brett Grimes, and that's what they're making it seem like with Noah Igbenogany right now.
But I'm gonna say this: Noah, he's young. He was a rookie last year. He's gonna have growing pains. It's like, I don't know. I feel as though he probably could, but you never know.
Well, listen. Since everybody is afraid to go on record, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna stand by it. 2-3.
Nah, I don't think so. We're gonna be better than that.
Well, I'll say this. I think early on, I think 2 things need to happen for this team. I think it's imperative that the Dolphins establish some semblance of a running game.
Yeah,
that Tua can lean on, because if especially week 1 going against that secondary, and then they talk, and Will Fuller's not playing week 1. So, and there's quietly conversations, from what I'm told, that Parker could be dealt at some point before training camp, obviously or definitely before the season starts. So if you go into week 1,
I don't want that to happen. I don't either.
I got my ear to the wall on that. I heard that.
If you go to week 1 and you don't have because I think Will Fuller's the number 1 guy, the best wide receiver we have, and then your number 2 guy, that's it. As much as I love Jalen Waddle, I don't know what it's uncertainty surrounding.
It's Albert.
But Albert Wilson, we don't know what he's going to look like when all the reports that are coming up now. He looks good. His speed is back. His quickness is back. I get that, but don't holler at me when the pads come on, and that's with any player. So if you go into week 1, bro, and you don't have a Xavien Howard and you don't have your 2 top guys, you're not running on New England this year. It's not happening. So all of the pressure, all of the responsibility is going to fall onto his shoulders. He's going to have to make plays. He's going to have to stay on schedule. He's going to have to improvise. And again, I know he looks healthier. I know he looks bigger, stronger. They're saying that his trainer said he looks faster. But again, that's when he's in his draws.
I get you. You can't rely just on Tula. I get you. Yeah.
So it's going to be difficult, and especially if you don't have Xavien Howard, because again, if you don't have Xavien Howard, it just alters everything you want to do defensively. And the Dolphins are not built I mean, that if you don't have Xavien Howard and you compromise defensively, and you have to change everything schematically.
Yeah, man.
Bro, you got uncertainty on the O-line. You have no uncertainty in the run game. You know, if you don't have your two top wide receivers, I mean, that's a recipe for disaster, in my opinion. So you got to have Xavien Howard at least. You got to have Xavien Howard, bro. You can't just get rid of your most sure. He's your best player. He's the most sure thing you have on this roster. Everything is built around him. You got to have him in house, bro.
But that's the thing, though. If the Dolphins want to keep him, but he chooses to sit out, what's the point?
You know, he can't lose. He can't lose. That's too much
he
money,
can't. He can't afford to lose all that money.
No, he ain't. No, this ain't Aaron Rodgers, bro. No, he ain't. He not walking away from that money. But all you really need to do is the Dolphins. I said this on TV show. All you need to do is come up with $3 million. That'll put him at 18.5. He's the second paid corner in the league, which where he should be paid because he ain't better than Jalen Ramsey. I love me some Xavien Howard, but let's be clear. Jalen is that dude.
Oh, Banks would love that damn comment.
Jalen is that dude.
He's probably watching this shit right now.
So you're paying him this year that $18 million clip and call it a day. It's not that hard.
I'm on board with that. I'm on board with
that.
You
know the Dolphins, you know.
Well, I know one thing. I mean, it's going to be, like I said, bro, the first 5 games. And even that Oakland game, they almost beat us last year. Everybody said, we're going to beat Oakland. Really? They almost beat. It took a miracle by Brian Fitzpatrick for us to win that game last year. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling you, man, they are behind the 8 ball early. And if Xavien Howard's not on this team, bro, I'm telling you, I'm petrified week 1. Petrified.
Okay, wait. I got another question for the panel. Okay, let's say he's not on the team. Who are you trading him for? What packages? What can you get in return for him?
There's only one thing that could possibly happen that is going to be satisfying to me.
Do tell. Please explain.
I take that back.
Please.
Two things. Because New Orleans was one of the teams that was interested in Xavien Howard, and considering the fact that Ryan Ramczyk got his contract extension. I'm liking Terron Armstead. I feel like adding him at that left tackle position will be an excellent addition for the Dolphins.
Now it might be Pete, the guard.
No, I think
first
I aim
round
high. I'm aiming high right now. Then we go a little lower and go with McCoy and what's the other guy's name? Man,
Cesar Ruiz.
I'm aiming high at Armstead first.
I think
if we can't get him, then yeah.
I think Eric, in my opinion, Eric, as far as New Orleans is concerned, I think Eric McCoy is the most attractive player in my opinion because number one, in 2019 he should have been a pick anyway because you know that second round pick we dealt to Arizona for Josh Rosen.
Don't do that.
He should have been a pick. He should have been. He was on the board. Yeah. He should have been a pick.
I gotta agree with Ian on this one, right?
He should have been a pick then. So now, if you get him, he's a young ascending player. He's going on his 3rd year, bro. He's on a Pro Bowl trajectory. You got him on his rookie deal. I think he would go a long way to help to solidify things up front in front of Tua. So if I'm the Dolphins. You know, obviously, I don't want to trade Xavien for him straight up because he's not in that tier of player that Xavien Howard is. So you have to come with McCoy in a 2nd round pick, and that should get the deal done.
I ain't taking no 2nd round pick in the center. That's dead. I'm for Xavien Howard. Shit, hell no.
I'm not give first round.
But look, he's 28. He'll be 29, and he has durability issues. I don't think y'all realize his trade value. I get the season he had, and I love Xavien Howard, but he's 28. He's gonna be 29, bro. And last year was the first year that he played 16 games, so his trade value is not as high as you would think.
I understand that, but still,
I don't think
I'm getting a center for Xavien Howard.
I don't think the team will give up a 1st round. Not for him.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, next team.
Well, it's room the Dolphins. It's room the Dolphins want a player and a 1st round pick.
That's gonna be hard to find.
They can get that.
I don't see that.
At this point, I'm kind of like, all right. If Xavien Howard is gone, regardless, you might as well go ahead and pull the trigger on Deshaun Watson. If he's cleared of allegations, if he got to face, let's say, a 6-game suspension, I'm cool with that. At least
You
we gonna
think-
have him on the roster.
And
You
and
think they're gonna
listen,
trade a quarterback for a cornerback? That's
They got no choice.
He'll be. It won't be straight up. I mean, there's no way they're gonna trade him straight up. No, you're gonna have to come up with more. It'll be Xavien Howard, probably another player, probably Christian Wilkins, in addition to draft capital to trade to get Watson.
You'll get Christian Wilkins. You'll get I think they got a set tight end in Houston already.
You might have to trade Tua. You might have to trade Tua as well.
You might. Shit. He go take him. He complimentary. You go ahead and take him too.
Well, they'll have to deal Tua at some point. I don't think it'll be to the Texans because they don't want, allegedly now.
They don't want to.
They don't want to. So
they don't want to.
No, Tua will be dealt at some point. And I'm telling you, that's still a real I think that's still a real possibility, bro. I do. I've been consistent about that. Like the story kind of died down for a little bit. And everybody was saying, well, nah, it's over. I said, nah, bro, I cannot put a nail in the coffin on that story. If you got that close, allegedly, back in March, the compensation was agreed upon. You were just waiting for the league to get open, and then this bombshell drops. If you got that close, then what, in terms of the level of interest you have in him, what changed? Well, the only thing that could have compromised. The only thing that could have compromised. No, I'm talking about trading for Deshaun Watson.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So what changed? What to my knowledge, we hadn't seen Deshaun Watson take the field. So the only thing that could have compromised your level of interest in him would have been if the civil issues would have entered the criminal realm. And so as far as my knowledge, it hasn't, and it more likely won't. Right. So all you're doing is just waiting for him to clear up, spread some cash around, and make this story go away. And then that story, then we can, get back to negotiating table. So I think it's still a story. I think, the Dolphins, you saw that, you heard that Adam. I don't know if y'all heard the interview. I heard the interview on Channing Crowder's show in the morning. Adam Beatties was on there then. I'm sure y'all read his article about how he said from what he's told by people close to the situation, higher up in Dolphins, front office, they told him, yeah, once this clear up in time, the Dolphins are going to be in play for him. And I think Miami is where he ultimately wants to be for a multitude of reasons. So I'm telling you, man, that story is real. I still think if he can get this situation resolved, I think, the Dolphins will still be, willing to make that move.
Okay. Hopefully they get everything resolved before week 1 of the season. Coming up on week 1 is coming up close, so we'll see.
But I still believe in Tua Tagovailoa. I still believe in Tua. I just don't think we're going to see Deshaun Watson level of play in year 2. And I don't know if Tua will ever be able to get to that level. But, I still have a level of comfort with Tua. It's just I don't know where he can get to.
If he can't give me Ryan Tannehill level, I'm gonna talk shit.
He gave you that last year.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He gave you Matt Moore.
He gave you that last year.
He gave Matt Moore last year, man.
Man, come on, man.
I wouldn't even call it Matt Moore. I call it Chad Henne.
Man, Matt Moore, bro.
I'm gonna say
Come on.
I stopped talking trash about the young man. Now I sit back and I watched it as a person that loved the game. I saw that it is true. I saw that he was hindering. He was throwing his upper body. He wasn't following through with his throws. He had a hitch when he tried to run, and I noticed all that. So okay, I stepped back. I say he was a rookie. He came back from a bad injury. It's okay. He played good.
Even as a rookie year, I thought he played well.
He played well, but
I think Vor's kind of tough on him.
Let me ask you this great one, and this is the same question I posed to TD the other night with his foolishness. Y'all sat here, y'all have tried to nitpick to his game.
I didn't nitpick. I did not nitpick.
Hang on. Criticize. You don't think he's this. You don't think he's that. And he gave you, and if we're just going with statistics, he gave you a solid season. But Rosen, on the other hand, was historically tragic. He was bad historically in every level. But so my question to you, my brother,
you can't use the M. You can't use that.
Where was the criticism?
That's a terrible comparison.
How? No. Hang on. Let me finish. So what I want to know is where was the criticism for Rosen when you had nothing film-based, statistically, anything positive about Josh Rosen that you can point to and say, well, you know what? I can build a solid foundation off that.
You want this, Quinte, or you want to take this?
Let me do it real quick. How can you compare somebody who played on two historically bad teams on a person who played on a very good playoff?
Why is he not on a roster then?
He is on the roster.
No, he's on a practice squad.
But he's on a roster.
Man, come on, bro. You so 5 teams is wrong. Five teams is wrong.
I'm gonna say this, EM. Are you gonna turn down $10,000 of practice? No, you still on the team. You still getting that practice jersey.
Why
got your parking space?
Why can't, my question to y'all is
this what y'all look. Y'all don't like him, so you're gonna find everything about him. I can say the same thing. I'm gonna say this again. I can say the same thing about Tua to you right now. I saw him, how he. Ian. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Quinn, come on, bro. Listen. Come on. I think y'all know me well enough, bro. I don't play favorites. I don't play
favorites either, dude. It's just like, if you don't listen, this is what I know is about a lot of Dolphins fans, not just you. When they don't like somebody, they trash them, and when they find somebody they like, they latch on to the person, even when they make drastic mistakes.
Yeah, but I don't think that's his point though. That's not what he's talking about.
No, but you don't. You see, you
just met him. You don't know what it is.
You're right, baby. You're right.
I got kicked out of plenty Facebook groups. Because people they it's like right now they Tua is the Messiah and see no wrong.
Bro, you should hear.
Ian, you know it's true. You know it's true, dude.
I agree. Look at how these folks was coming at me now, and all I did was offer constructive criticism what I was seeing on tape back in November. Like everybody hopping on this train now because they heard this trainer come out and highlight Tua's issues physically. Bro, I was saying that back on these platforms in November. And they was killing me. Oh, EM just hating. EM ain't see that. EM is a fool. So now his trainer is coming out and confirming everything that I told him what I was seeing. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
This is what I can honestly say about EM. He's been consistent all the time. He gives, like, see how he talks smack about Rosen? He says something the same shit about Tua too.
Well, you know what?
He gonna criticize and do all. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about other people.
Well, you know what? As far as Dolphin fans, I think that for the most part they're okay. No. There are worse fans. Cowboys fans are the worst. Cowboys fans are the worst.
I need a mental break from Dolphins fans. I need a mental break.
I could deal with Dolphins fans. They know.
Oh, okay. Well, you sit down in one of these chats. And just
I'm telling you, Cowboys fans are delusional. Cowboys fans are delusional. They still think that they're a great team.
Hey, at the end of the day, G buddy, just the way this is what Quinte just said. They just think Tua is the Messiah. Like that type of shit. Drives me fucking crazy, bro.
Hey, bro. It makes me physically sick when I hear
what else they have.
You know what somebody told me? Somebody told me they think I'm too hard on Tua. I said, what? I just think you're being too hard. What? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Just like I had made an example, like I was at work.
Oh shit!
I've been working at the same place for a long time. Like I'm working it since my old job. I worked at a place when we drafted Tannehill. Soon we drafted Tannehill, people talking smack about the man. He's trash. Why we got him? He sucks. I said, dude, our whole team sucks. He's not the only person that sucks on the team.
That's true. That was true.
So it just, and then I see the same people we drafted too. Oh, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's the next Dan Marino. I'm like, dude, come on now. Stop it.
Now, Em, if there's anything that you're gonna take away from this show tonight, as far as advice for me, I'm gonna need y'all, and you know who I'm talking about, to not just focus on statistics, because statistics can be flawed. It can be flawed. That's all I got to say about that.
But okay then. Okay, I do agree they can be manipulated. But okay, my question to people that say that is, okay, well, what else are you gauging? How can you gauge a person's performance then?
Okay, do you agree quarterback accuracy is affected by offensive line play?
Of course.
Well, yeah, they have to have time to survey the field and distribute the football.
Okay, then. So when we go back and talk about Josh Rosen, don't you think that terrible? This is just an example. Man. This is just an example here. This is just an example.
Let him live, man. Let him live.
That's why I used to troll. That's why I used to troll the shit out of Greg before we got cool. I used to call him the not so great. Well, I used to troll the shit out of him because of the Josh Rosen foolishness.
Quinte, if there was anybody in that comment section that was more of a hater of Ryan Tannehill, this guy right here. After every Sunday, I would come out and I'd be like, you know, I would give constructive criticism, a compliment sandwich. I would say Ryan Tannehill did this wrong, but what can I say? Offensive line ain't doing what they supposed to do. Receivers don't want to catch the ball. I was critical of Ryan Tannehill too.
I can't even lie. To be honest with you, you changed my mind on Ryan Tannehill. I thought he was just straight garbage, but when I actually looked back at the highlights and looked at the stats, the whole Dolphins team was garbage. Yeah, the Dolphins team was
No, Tannehill wasn't garbage. I know I trolled TD, but Tannehill ain't never been trash. He just never, the Dolphins didn't support him like they should have. That's obvious. And then two, Tannehill. See, the thing with Tannehill now, which is the version of Brian Tannehill you're seeing now. Look at how they supported him, and look at what their offensive approach is. Everything is predicated on it's run based, play action based. And those are Brian Tannehill's strengths. He can flourish in that type of role. We were trying to make Joe Fielding was trying to make him Aaron Rodgers, pass first approach. Dropping back 40 times, throwing. That's never been his skill set. So
25 to 30 times a game. That's it.
Yeah, the Dolphins failed him. They failed him on some of the levels, but he never developed enough. He never developed solid pocket presence. He never did. I mean, the dude is like, his pocket. I've never seen a quarterback with worse pocket presence than Ryan Tannehill. But
he's robotic in his drop back. That's his problem.
Yeah, he is. He just don't have a feel for what's around him. You know what I mean? And the great quarterbacks, for you to be great, you got to have that. But you can navigate around that if you provide the right support. And Tennessee has done that since he's been there. So. But can you win a Super Bowl, Ryan Tannehill? Him being your offense being led primarily by him? No, that ain't happening.
Right. He's an above average game manager. I say that, and the great one just kills me all the time.
I cannot wait until they bench Jalen Hurts for Joe Flacco. I can't wait for that day. And I'm gonna come up here and talk my shit too. How about that?
That's
exactly what it is. That's exactly what Tannehill is.
But me personally, I don't have no problem with the game manager, my moniker.
As long as we win,
every quarterback is a game manager to some degree. Not every game he's passing for 300 yards. It's a lot of games. Tom Brady threw the ball 40 times. He had 180 yards passing. It's timely passes.
I don't think it's the yards for me. I think it's the amount of attempts. Like if you're throwing the ball 40 or 50 times, that's not a game manager. Game manager means like 15 to 30.
Here's where I disagree with you. That shouldn't be happening. That should not be happening. If you got to throw the ball 40 or 50 times, you either trying to get your team back in the game or you just don't have a running game.
Go back and look at Peyton Manning's stats. How many times he threw the ball every game?
Peyton Manning
we talk about Peyton
man.
Manning is up here. We put everybody else down here.
Well, that's why Tannehill's a game. He cannot win consistently throwing the ball 30 to 40 times a game.
I agree.
That's not his game.
I'm gonna say this.
He did it in Miami.
For me,
And did he win? Did he win?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you. The games I watched in Tennessee, it was games that Derrick Henry didn't get no 100 yards. He got 50 to 60 yards rushing. And Tannehill did the same, won the game for them. It's a couple games last year.
Did he do it in the playoffs?
He didn't do it in the playoffs, but I'm gonna say this. In the playoffs, he made a wrong read. And he know he fucked up.
Hey, Quinte, in Tannehill's defense, do you honestly think that Vrabel kind of was a little bit too comfortable with Derrick Henry in the playoffs?
But Derrick Henry wanted to let them pass the ball. So there was I'm gonna say this to you. In that game, they was carving them up. He was carving them up, and he kept trying to run the ball. That was the problem. He should have let Tannehill open it up, and they would have won the game.
They scored their first touchdown versus the Ravens throwing the ball.
Yeah. That's the problem.
And they got away from spreading them out and throwing the ball.
Come holler at me when Tannehill can put that offense on his shoulders and win consistently. Then we can have this conversation.
He showed. This is what both Eugene and EM don't see. I saw him do that already for Tennessee. I'm not.
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
What are you doing? We're talking about like 2 or 3 games. We're talking about do it the whole season. Do it the whole season.
Now we moving the goalposts.
Moving the goalposts. You moving the goalposts.
In the playoffs, y'all saw that in the playoffs. Y'all saw that in the playoffs. When? Please send that film to me, bro. Please.
Hey, who threw the touchdown pass against the Ravens?
Against who?
Against the Ravens. Who threw the touchdown passes?
That dude was 7 of 19, bro. Come on, man. Look at that dude's stats in that game. 7 of 19. He didn't even throw for 100 yards.
He wasn't no 7 of 19. He was like 12. He was like 12 for 15 or something like that.
You need to stop, bro.
I'm not gonna do all that.
He didn't even throw for 100 yards, bro. He didn't even throw for 100 yards. Come on, man.
It don't matter what you threw for. You
stop.
Now keep in mind now. Hey, keep in mind now. Tua can throw for them. Tua can throw for the exact same numbers, right? Without the running game, without a historically great rushing attack and the weapons on the outside, but yet Tua is trash. That ain't happening in the Rams game. That's not what happened in the Rams game. I saw a whole lot of defense.
Come on, man.
Not a lot of quarterback play happening in that game.
Hey, I'm starting to like. I'm starting to like this guy. This guy,
They know we've been going at it for years. They know what time it is. They already know.
I'm gonna say this real quick. You said he got all the weapons on the house. He had one weapon, a tight end who dropped passes all the time, a wide receiver that doesn't want to play half the time.
At Tennessee,
y'all did not watch y'all don't watch the games, bro. You didn't watch
AJ Brown. AJ Brown's not a weapon.
Highlight. You watch ESPN highlight.
Really quick. See, you better get your boy break on. You get it.
He watched the 2-minute drill. He watched the Chris Webber 2-minute drill.
You better get it before I do.
I like to play on watching the game.
You need to stop this foolishness, Quinn. You need to stop, bro. You really need to quit.
Dude, I'm gonna say this to you. Go listen to Titans podcast. They will say all the shit I'm saying to you right now. I'm being honest. This is how we critical of our team. Listen to other people's podcasts, and they will tell you what's wrong with their team. We just going by what we see on ESPN. Half of us do not watch the games, bro. You don't watch the games. You don't see what happens in the game. It's like people talking about the Dolphins saying we a mediocre team. We suck all the time.
My question is, if you loyal to this logo, right? The one you see right here, my avatar. If you go to that level,
But I
what the
watch
hell?
sports.
Hey, no. What the hell you doing watching tape like that for another team?
Hey, I'm a football fan first.
Yeah, I'm a fan
Dolphins
of the game, bro.
I'm a fan of the game.
You sound like you more educated on the Titans than you are the Dolphins, bro. Come on,
So
man.
I listen, okay. Since I've been on this podcast, I listen to the Rams podcast. I listen to the Eagles podcast.
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I'm being honest with you. Any player I know who comes from the state of Florida, play on the team, and I saw them play, I'm going to follow them. I'm watch them play. I'm just being honest with you.
Quinn, real quick before I forget. It's funny you bring that up about a Titans podcast because a little birdie tapped on my shoulder is that the Titans, it's being talked about them possibly trading for Xavien Howard. And it allegedly is for they center Caleb Farley and a third round pick, I think. Caleb, that's my dude. And we get I said the Dolphins should have drafted just before before he hurt his back.
You gonna trade that one? Who you gonna trade some of injury concerns to get another one with injury concerns?
Thank you.
Man, bro. Well, obviously y'all hadn't seen tape.
I know he's a gamer. I see it. I know the boy can play.
When we talk about strictly about injury concerns, we know he can play.
If it was a ankle or knee, because they can, for the back. As
long as his medicals check out, I love me some Caleb. If Caleb Farley hadn't been hurt, he'd been a top 10 pick, bro.
Yeah, he would have been a top 10 pick, man.
He'd have been the first one off the board. The first corner off the board. He's ridiculous.
That's a gangster.
Freak show. Freak show.
He's 6'2", like almost 6'3".
Yeah, 4.2 8 speed. He is ridiculous, bro.
Come on,
ridiculous. Man. Yeah, he got legit 4.28 speed, bro.
Yeah. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. So, but I've been meaning to see if I can find a Titans podcast so I can put my ear to the ground and see what they're saying.
I listen to everybody and see because I'm like, man, this what made me start listening to other people's podcasts. I said our podcast can't be that bad as the Dolphins fans. We so disgruntled, hating everybody. I listened to the Patriots fans. They thought the world was ending when Tom Brady left. They thought it was going to die. You listen to 49ers fans, they want to fire the coach. They want to fire everybody. I'm just saying, I just listen to everybody just to see
what they saying in Philly right now, Quincy.
We ain't got much to say in Philly. We ain't
got much to say. They don't got much to say, but they don't want. Some people like the quarterback situation, and some people don't. That's the main.
By the way, EM, just so you are aware, I'm a Philly. My team is the Eagles. Always been an Eagles fan.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
That ain't what's up. That's what's down.
Well, who is your team? Or it's a different team every year. Who is your team?
Hey, I've always been a Dolphins fan.
Oh, okay, sure.
I don't know. I got some weeks I got to question that.
I'm a Dolphins fan. I just love the game. I just love the game. If it's certain players,
I'm with Quinte. I love the game. Like I just don't like to just watch just one team. Like I watch.
I'm gonna say this: if it's not a player, I know I can't watch every game now. Just be honest with you. If I can't miss a Dolphin game, but I can miss somebody else's game. I don't really care.
You sure, bro?
I'd rather watch them play. I'd rather watch.
You sure?
I'm more of a matchup kind of guy. Like I don't miss a Dolphins game, but if it's a good matchup, let's just say, let's go ahead and just take the Cardinals and the Ravens. I'm watching that game.
But I want to see Hop. I want to see Hop, and I want to see Lamar.
I get it.
And then with the Titans, I want to see Derrick Henry. I want to see Bird because they're from Florida. I want to see them play.
So what y'all think? So now that training camp is upon us, what do y'all think is the biggest story for training camp
in general?
Yeah,
going into training camp.
Xavien Howard right now. Yeah.
I think it's more Aaron Rodgers than
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Because what the Packers going to do with him?
Well, I'm talking about Dolphins training camp.
Oh,
Specifically.
Dolphins training camp.
Yeah, Xavien Howard.
Let's go ahead and just
Well,
exclude. Let's go ahead and exclude Xavien Howard. Outside of Xavien Howard, I would probably say the Dolphins' offensive line as usual.
Yeah.
20 years, they can't get it together, bro.
Yeah, 20 years you can't get it together. You're on the right track, but you can't get it together.
I think they weren't as bad last season though, but the season before that.
That's me personally. I don't think it was that bad last year. Me too.
It wasn't that bad last year, but somebody made
starting
it that bad.
3 rookies. To me, they did a decent job. Start 3
Yeah,
rookies.
but
It's gonna be mishaps. That's just my opinion because you can't keep changing out and not have camaraderie with one another. To me, that's the problem. And that's one reason why I didn't. That's one reason why I didn't want to get rid of Bobby McCain either. To keep the camaraderie.
Playing musical chairs with the offensive line for the past 5 years because you can't get one group of guys in there that can work together.
What you don't like Javon Holland, bro?
I like Holland, but me personally, I really kept Bobby McCain and still drafted Holland. So, because Bobby McCain, he wasn't the teach.
He was your communicator too. He was your communicator.
That's what people don't understand, bro. I'm gonna say this, playing free safety, you got to be a communicator like the freaking middle linebacker. In any defense, the free safety or the middle linebacker are your communicators on the defense. He's calling out the play. He's telling you where to go, and you can't deny Bobby McCain was doing that. I'm just being honest with you. You know he was. He may not be the greatest free safety, but he was doing his job, bro. That's just my opinion.
No, they needed to he was serviceable. They needed to upgrade it. They needed an upgrade athletic.
They needed an upgrade, but you don't give up a starting quality player just because you got a rookie. And the rookie may not be ready.
You got McCourty back there, so
I think if they would have kept Bobby McCain,
I don't like nobody come from the Patriots.
Maybe losing Howard wouldn't be as detrimental if they kept Bobby McCain.
Well, we ain't saying Bobby McCain is Ed Reed now. We ain't saying he
I'm just saying he would have helped more. I'm just saying he would have helped more.
I don't think it would have made a difference.
That's another reason why you want Xavien Howard in house because as much as I love Javon Holland, you can forecast a learning curve with any rookie, and he gonna struggle early on. Yeah. And so Xavien Howard will go a long way to offset that. But if you compromise on that side and Noah Iguodala is out there and he is not where he needs to be as far as his development, and that's a lot of added pressure on the rookie, bro.
Stop and go, it's a wrap.
Oh my goodness, he young and inexperienced too.
He only 21. He just turned 21.
Yeah, he only 21. G-Money, I don't know if you played football before, but being a defensive back on a boundary by yourself, you know how stressful that is, especially if you checking a fast motherfucker, they make one move on your ass. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh, man, hey, that one time I was running scout team. Didn't know nothing about this dude. All I knew he was the fastest person on the team. I was like, hey, he ain't that fast. I tried to put my forearm in his chest. He gave me a little wiggle, and he just kicked that joint in the gear that I couldn't keep up. I could not keep up.
I think playing defensive back is one of the hardest positions that in the league. Depends on the scheme, though. It depends on the scheme.
If you play the zone-based scheme, like a press man zone, like take Richard Sherman in the Seahawks. They play the press man zone, like they play a zone. Mm-hmm. That's why Richard Sherman was so great. But also, you gotta remember they had two of the best safeties at the time in the back. That's what saved Richard Sherman and Brian Maxwell.
That's why I love. That's why I love going back in the not too back in the day, but that's why I love Darrelle Revis because they really played a lot of man and had 8 people in the box, and he just took his guy out of the game. Like he was so amazing to me.
I tell people all the time, Revis is my second, and I'm telling you, it's a close second behind Prime. But Revis is my second best cornerback ever. It was about a 6-year stretch to where, I mean, bro, look at the receivers that played during his era. Megatron.
To me, all the best
Randy
receivers played in the era.
Moss. T.O. I mean, the list goes on and on. And look at when he matched up against them to neutralize. No, I'm talking about erase them completely. Bro, I haven't seen that.
The only one that came from the business a couple times was Randy Moss, but that's Randy Moss. I mean, come on. Randy Moss was great.
Yeah, 4-2 guy. But Revis, though, to me, and it's a close second. That gap is not big between him and Prime, in my opinion. I think Revis is that dude. So, yeah. So what are they? Hey, bro, you an Eagles fan? What are they saying about? What's the word on Jalen Hurts, bro?
I think he took a lunch break.
I'm still here. You can hear me? Hello?
Nah.
Far away.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I said we like him. We think he's the future. We're gonna stick with him and just ride with him and see where it goes.
No, you don't.
Listen. I'm fully aware that the Eagles are gonna suck for a while.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What show was that, Quinte? When we had that sabotage discussion.
That was sad. It was a Saturday show.
If the Philadelphia Eagles, if Jalen Hurts struggles with the Philadelphia Eagles due to what the supporting cast is around him, considering the fact they got 3 first-round picks, if they don't decide they want to trade one of them picks away, they're going to end up drafting a quarterback with one of them picks, hands down. And Jalen Hurts is gone.
I can agree with that. I see that. But for right now,
to me, I don't really see.
So Deshaun Watson, he's not a possibility? You don't think?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. From one of the podcasts, though, yes, he is.
He's on the list, but I don't think the Eagles can afford him, or if Deshaun Watson wants to go there, because I could have sworn he had a trade clause. No trade clause.
He does.
So I don't think he would want to go to Philly.
But
plus, what outside y'all gonna have to give up all 3 of their first round picks unless y'all want to add Fletcher Cox and
they're gonna be picking at the top of the draft anyway. So why would you? they more than likely y'all gonna be picking number 1 overall in the draft.
Probably.
So you bet Jalen Hurts better be looking like Michael Vick out there, because I don't see him being the quarterback next year for the Eagles.
But I'm gonna say this to you: even if you do real bad, y'all win 3 games. Say y'all win 3 games, y'all got the second pick. I'm not trying to be,
I am.
I hear you. Go ahead.
Me personally, if you don't draft the quarterback, at least make the team better, dude. Don't give up picks to get splash players who ain't gonna do shit for your team. Like, you can get Stingley, you can get the defensive end from Oregon, you can get some offensive lineman or something. It's just I hate to see teams who are bad just make a move, get a quarterback, and you don't have a team. It gets worse. You have a team. You gonna do the Eric Crouch syndrome, bro.
Like the Dolphins did. Like the Dolphins did 2 years ago.
The Tim Couch. You go do.
I mean, y'all have potentially. Y'all can have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years, and then on top of that, like I said, y'all gonna be picking at the top of the draft or top 3, minimum. And why would y'all? I don't understand that. Why would y'all pony up all that draft capital? Because Watson more likely going to cost 3 first-round picks. That's going to be the asking price. Probably and players.
Still?
For sure.
He only 25, bro.
I understand that, but still, you got the legal issues lingering.
But if they
I don't know about 3. 3 first rounds, 3 maybe.
I'll give you 2. I'll give you 2.
No, I think,
but you ain't getting 3.
I think 2 is the floor and players, bro. I'm telling you.
Because you have to give up players to supplement the pay. They got to give up pay for the salary cap.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do. That what's that 2021 salary looking like?
But his hit this
35
for the Eagles.
His hit.
We talking about Deshaun Watson's hit is like 30 something.
No, this year's only $10 million this year.
Oh yeah, next year is 35.
Next year, that's gonna start hitting. Oh. Ooh,
But
y'all
again,
can't Eagles can't handle
he's
that.
how old? He's 20 what? 25?
He just
25.
turned
25 years old.
So
I might
you
listen,
get
that's
10
why
good
you a
quality
team,
years out of him.
If you a team, you might want to. It's okay. I think you'll be okay to take that risk. Why not? He's a great player.
Not Philly.
Man,
Not Philly.
You're not ready. You're
Maybe not
ready.
Philly. Maybe not Philly. Maybe
the
not
Dolphins,
Philly.
absolutely. If you put him on this roster, the Dolphins are in serious AFC Championship game.
I'm gonna say this. If you put him on this roster, leave X. Man, we going Super Bowl.
Okay, so what other team other than the Dolphins? Is there another team other than Denver? Okay.
Denver.
No, I don't. Denver don't have the resources. The only two legit. Yeah, the only two legitimate teams are Philly and Miami.
That team, the Denver team, they just need the quarterback.
That's it. That defense is solid. People sleep on that.
No. Yeah, they don't have resources to trade for him. That's what I mean by resources.
Okay.
We can give up a couple of them receivers. They got 4 nice receivers. I think Cortland Sutton can go at this point.
Hell no, Cortland. That's T.O.
I saw Colin Cowherd the other day. He had Miami as the number 1 destination for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't never listen.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he did.
Me personally, you could just give up 1 first-round pick for Aaron Rodgers and still keep Tua.
What?
No, 1. Man, that's a
man. You gonna have to fill up that trade card.
Come on, man. 1 first-round pick, really? Man, no, bro.
Aaron Rodgers is the same age.
He's going off by age.
Me and him the same age.
And he just threw 48 touchdowns
and won the MVP. Come on now.
Yeah. And plus, he'll have better receivers if he comes to the Dolphins too.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, for sure.
I take that trade, but there ain't gonna be no 1 first-round pick.
Yeah.
No, they don't have to give. No, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, for Watson or Aaron Rodgers, it's gonna be 3 first-round picks. I keep telling y'all that.
I can see 3 with Aaron, but I ain't giving you 3 for Deshaun.
So the Dolphins is the only destination for both of them. There's no other teams that.
That's they both teams they want to go allegedly.
That's the only teams that makes sense. You can't go nowhere else.
What about New York?
If you look at every other team that was in the running early, especially for Watson, all of them they moved off. The 49ers, the Panthers. The only 2 teams that's left are the Dolphins and Philly. And he wants to come to Miami, allegedly. He didn't already put the word out.
So both of them want to come to Miami. Both of them want to come to Miami. Me personally, I would take I think Aaron Rodgers would take less capital. We still might have to give up.
You tripping, bro? You are tripping.
We agree
on a lot of things, but I ain't with you on this.
No, listen. I understand the logic. I understand the logic. It's because of the age, but it's just you can't. You gotta give up more for Aaron Rodgers.
We talk about
because he's much younger.
Well, how many years does the GOAT have left, though? I mean, come on.
Based off of 2020, he seems like he got a lot left.
I think you can get minimum 4 All-Pro caliber type year left.
Yeah.
Minimum. With the weaponry that we have now, they all young, bro. They all young.
Right, but the offensive line is a question for the Dolphins, so they have to.
He can fix that by himself.
Exactly.
The offensive line for
a lot of people,
that team was that good either.
People don't realize a quarterback can do a lot to make up for what you don't have up front. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers, he never hangs on to the football. The ball is coming out in under 3 seconds or less.
And he's throwing it away. He's throwing it away.
Yeah, he's throwing it away.
He doesn't really sit there and get hit. You're right.
And your 2 offensive coordinators, EM, they getting fired because they ain't gonna be talking. I feel like Aaron Rodgers too good for them.
I got a question. Before we leave. Just one last question before we leave. how long can this guy keep his body going? Like, when is Roethlisberger going to retire? Is he going to keep playing? Like, what are the Steelers going to do?
We told you he done. We told you that week we was talking about the Jalen Hurts. He done. That's it. Now this situation with Dwayne Haskins, I don't know. Maybe Josh Rosen would look good in that black and yellow. What you think, Ian? What you think of that black and yellow?
They're gonna draft somebody next year, bro.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know if I could say Ben is done. I don't know if we could say he's done. I think
He done.
I think a lot of what happened, that offensive line just got old. I mean, look,
he got
20. Hang on. Let me just throw some numbers at you. I'm not gonna put a face up, but 3,803 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 94.1 QBR, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna put a face on it yet, but you hear those numbers, bro. Those are Pro Bowl level, Pro Bowl caliber numbers. Don't you think?
Okay. Well, here's my counter question now.
No. I'm asking you. Can we all agree, right? We can all agree.
Yes,
Right?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
And also keep in mind, without a running game, those were Ben Roethlisberger's numbers last year, bro. So y'all are saying this being done.
Pretty decent.
Okay.
No, I'm saying the amount of hits he took over because Ben took a lot of hits. And it's like, how long can he do it? He's been in the league forever, and
we already answered the question. He done. Now here's the question for you.
I don't think he's done.
Give me the game log from week 10 all the way up until week 17.
That's when it started faltering off. I'm saying this to you. He was on par to throw over 5,000 yards, and he just started teetering off. I'm just being honest.
Well, they had they had injuries to the receiving corps, bro.
That's
one thing. And then two, and then two, bro, they couldn't run the football with any kind of consistency. So as the year goes on, teams get more and more tape on you. So they didn't have a running game. They had injuries to the wide receiver. So they started scheming them appropriately. And that I think that is the number one reason why he suffered, struggled in the second half of the season, especially pushing the football down the field. First off, there was nobody to throw to, okay? And then two, bro, when have you ever known Pittsburgh to not have Ben Roethlisberger to not have a running game to lean on? Never. And so I think
why he ain't a manager then? Somebody tell me why he ain't a game manager.
He's not a game manager. Stop it.
Every quarterback is a game manager.
Almost 4,000 yards, 3,803 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. No, those aren't.
Well, that's nice and everything, Ian. But have they been successful without that running game?
Wait, hold on. Let me just give a background before you answer that. Great One has this thing about the Steelers, or specifically about Mike Tomlin. He doesn't think that he's a good coach. He doesn't believe in him. So,
hey, Quinte, don't take his word. We hip and hip right here. We hip.
I like Marvin.
They picked Marvin Lewis over Mike Tomlin.
Oh my God, are you serious? Exactly. Really?
I just like Marvin Lewis. That's just my thing. I have nothing against Tomlin, but I just like Marvin Lewis more.
Okay, can y'all explain why y'all don't think he's a good coach?
I just feel like he just inherited a very good team of Bill Cowher, and
Bill Cowher hasn't been a coach for almost 20 years. Stop it.
I know, right? I know, right?
Nah, but that first Super Bowl was predicated on Bill Cowher.
The only player that's left is Ben Roethlisberger from the Bill Cowher era.
But what you ever went back to the Super Bowl?
But bro, they've been guess what? Newsflash. He was in the Brady era. He was in the Brady Belichick era.
Oh, nobody went
to the Super Bowl during that era.
Come on, man. Just look at that team that he inherited back in 2006, bro. Like it's very, very difficult for you to fuck that up. It's very, very difficult for you to fuck that up. You had a Hall of Fame defensive. You had a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator, Dick LeBeau. You had a whole
2006. We're in 2021.
2 years prior, G Money, they won a Super Bowl. 2 years prior, they won a Super Bowl. They won a Super Bowl 2 years prior.
I'm not gonna argue.
That's ridiculous. Y'all need to stop this foolishness, bro.
He inherited a great team.
But look at what he's done since then. Look at the play, bro. That was 20 years ago. Look at the talent he's brought into Pittsburgh.
What talent?
I'm not saying.
What you talking about? Cam Hayward, all pro,
he has been having talent, but the defense that have been
TJ Watt.
That defense hasn't been top 10 since the Coward days.
Bro, they was top. Bro, they've been in the top 5 the last 2 years.
No, maybe this year, but they were last year.
No, bro.
Don't just say.
I would say great defenses, bro. Stop that. Don't do that.
Stop it.
You ain't get that.
Come on, man.
I just like Marvin Lewis.
Casey Hampton.
He's not better than Tomlin.
Devin Bush. Look at Devin Bush. They hit on Devin Bush. TJ Watt. Bud Dupree. I mean, bro, David DeCastro. Look at the offensive lines they've had over the years, bro. They've been one of the better. They've been right up under New England, bro, for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah. But I like what Marvin Lewis did. He brought
Mike Wallace, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. They wasn't during the Bill Cowher era.
Ward, Antoine Randall L. Not Plexico. Santonio Holmes.
That's Bill Cowher. That's all Bill Cowher.
Santonio Holmes was not Bill Cowher. Santonio Holmes.
He was not.
Yes,
bro.
he was.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Oh, I'm gonna say this. When they won that Super Bowl, that was his 3rd or 4th year in the league when he caught that Super Bowl winning catch.
I agree. Okay.
That is Bill Cowher's player. Those first to last. That's Bill
Joey
Cowher.
Porter, James
Bill
Ferrier,
Cowher's
Larry Foote.
That's Bill Cowher's player.
Troy Polamalu.
Y'all need
Ike
to stop.
Taylor.
Me, I'm just saying I'm not saying nothing bad about the man. I just like Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Lewis has one playoff game, bro. In 30 years.
I'm gonna say this.
In 30 years, one playoff win in 30 years. Come on, man.
You understand? We ain't win a playoff game since I was in 8th grade. I'm a Dolphins fan, and I'm still a Dolphins fan. I like Marvin Lewis. I just like him.
And why? Please explain.
I like. I'm gonna say this to you, bro. He brought a team that was trash and made them relevant. That's all I gotta say.
Not relevant enough. 0-7 in the playoffs.
But I don't care about that, dude.
What you mean you don't care about the playoffs?
I'm gonna say this to you, Greg. He never had the talent that the had. He might have one or two great players. I'm gonna say this. He might have had one or two great players on that team. Everybody else was average, bro. And he did something with that team.
Carson Palmer
you can't deny that. You cannot deny
Carson
that.
Palmer getting hurt.
On Pittsburgh, you can name 5 Pro Bowl players every year. On Cincinnati, you can name 2. Chad Ochocinco and Carson Palmer. That is
Whitworth was a consistent guard. Come on, man. They had
3 people out of 5 people or 2 people for the win. Come on now, bro. Come on now, dude. Come on, man. You making excuses, bro.
In the playoffs, man.
That's why I said what if you flip flopped it? Gave Marvin Lewis the Pittsburgh Steelers and gave Tomlin the Bengals, what would happen? You don't know. If he had better talent, we would never know. That's what people.
Why doesn't Marvin Lewis have a job now? Why doesn't Marvin Lewis have a job now? Just answer that.
Why? Now, you know why that man don't have no job. Right? Aren't you a black man? You look in the mirror. When do you ever see a black man get another job in the NFL, dude? Look in the mirror.
That's the NFL.
I'm not hating on Marvin Lewis.
If Adam Gase can get another job, if Adam Gase got 2 jobs back to back, come on now, dude. Come on now, dude. You know why he don't got a job. You know why he don't got a job.
I am not hating on Marvin Lewis. I actually like Marvin Lewis, but
that's why I like Marvin Lewis, bro.
He ain't no Mike Tomlin. He ain't no Mike Tomlin, bro.
Man, y'all see that's that thing right there.
I'm just telling you, If he had the same amount of talent, you don't think that man would have a better team, better record?
No.
He had average players, 2 great, maybe 3 great players. All his.
Who's the third?
Geno Atkins is not a great player.
Dude, come on now. He's good.
You do know he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory, right? You do realize that, right?
Andy Dalton, AJ Green before he became nothing. Come on now, they had a squad.
Okay, like I said.
Oh, Andy, you just got finished talking shit about Andy Dalton a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I said.
Andy Dalton on the Cowboys is trash. Andy Dalton on Cincinnati was pretty good.
Hey, so that ain't no credit to Marvin Lewis.
Takeo Spikes wasn't a good play. Wasn't a very good player for a while there. He was a Pro Bowl player.
When you look at the Cincinnati Bengals, who do you remember? You remember Chad Johnson and Carson Palmer.
I remember. It's a lot of good
Rudy Johnson from back in the day. You remember Rudy Johnson?
What about TJ?
Back in the day,
Husmanzada.
TJ Husmanzada was the first round pick.
So he was a Pro Bowler. He's a Pro
Bowler. But who do you remember from the team, bro? It's about who you remember.
But
you
that's
remember
not
two or three players, bro.
It's not the Steelers' fault that Cincinnati sucks.
I'm not.
We are comparing talent.
Talent
that he had to work with.
No. Marvin, they had good enough talent to win. Maybe not consistently, but it's about. I say that Carson Palmer year, he got hurt though. I think that was his best year. The year he blew out his knee, that I think that team could have went to the Super Bowl.
No, they could have won the Super
Bowl. Even without all that talent, they went to the playoffs 7 times. Has him as the head coach, and they lost 7 times.
Exactly. Went to the playoffs 7 times with less talent compared to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and still was able to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers for the division. Explain that to me.
What did they win in the playoffs?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It does matter.
It does not
the playoffs. Are you telling me right now the playoffs don't matter? That's what you're saying?
And hey, when it comes down to it, when you get to the playoffs, you're on a whole different level. So it comes down to just more than just coaching. It comes down to player talent.
You gotta win.
I'm gonna give you an example. The coach for the Titans. This man kept getting jobs. He was mediocre in the playoffs.
Who was that?
McCarthy.
Jeff Fisher.
No, Fisher.
Oh, Fisher.
Oh,
yeah. He's mediocre.
Yeah.
And he kept getting jobs. And you can't tell me Marvin Lewis couldn't get a job again. Oh, he didn't win no games in the playoffs. I don't give a fuck about
that. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a job.
At least he got you to the front door. He got you to the front door.
Nobody said he don't deserve a job. He just got Mike Tomlin, bro.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
I don't care. I don't care about that right there.
I'm telling you now. If Tomlin,
I see coaches who don't deserve to be coaching. It's like, dude, I can coach better than you. Why are you a coach?
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you right now. What'll change the perception of Mike Tomlin if he can get something out of Dwayne Haskins. If he can develop him, that'll completely change the perception of Mike Tomlin. Not in my eyes, because he don't need to be changed in my eyes, but I mean just in general.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you have a franchise quarterback throughout your whole career, I guess it does make you look good, huh?
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay.
Well, you can say that about Belichick. Belichick, without Brady, the dude didn't get in the playoffs, did he? Without a franchise guy, did he get in the playoffs?
The 2 years that Brady did not play.
No.
Hey, there's a lot of things going on with that because you had to deal with the COVID-19.
Oh, see, they go with the excuses.
You lost a lot of players. Damn, you just said like you lost Dante. Your defense is exposed.
A lot of defensive players after that.
I'm going by what listen. All I know is Tom Brady left town, and they did not make the play. They even sniffed the playoffs, so I ain't trying to hear that.
Hey,
that's
don't think I'm going to sit here and ignore what you just said, G buddy, about Adam Gase. Until Brian Flores takes the Dolphins to the playoffs, he is still another Dolphins coach that's in this revolving door right now.
He's coaching middle school. Gase coaching middle school right now, bro.
He coaching middle school, but he took the Dolphins to the playoffs. So What?
Okay.
We can't argue with that, right? That's what I thought. We can't argue with that.
I hear you, man.
We still lost though. We still lost.
We lost, yes, but still, we can't argue
Wait,
with.
hold on. Was that the year that Tannehill went down and Matt Moore was the starter and they lost to the Steelers? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt Moore was doing stupid stuff.
And Adam Gase don't get no credit for losing his starting quarterback and still was able to win three out of the 4 games left in the season that were all division rivals.
No, but to me, some of those games were cupcake games. The last game,
man, give my man credit, bro. Just give my man some credit. Just give my man some credit. Divisional game.
Give him some credit for destroying the Jets. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this about
destroying the Jets. Man, we ain't got enough time to talk about damn Jets.
Adam Gase is he could have been a good coach. He does not know how to get out his own way.
Okay. Hey, everybody got their problems, but for everybody to come out here and call him garbage. It's because he is asinine to me. That is asinine. No, that is asinine. No, hey, he got one playoff appearance, and if we being completely 100 with each other in his 3 years with Miami, you lost Ryan Tannehill towards the end of your first season. Ryan Tannehill was gone for your second season, and you literally was on pace to having a winning record if Ryan Tannehill ain't hurt his shoulder within the first 5 weeks of the season. So this narrative of Adam Gase being a terrible coach really needs to be reevaluated.
How?
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm not Ian.
Okay.
Have a great one. What Adam Gase, his problem is we had a terrible defensive coordinator. He should have got fired the first season. No, the season.
What are you talking about? Matt Burke.
Matt Burke should have got fired. But he steady, let him play, call the defense. They run it up against those wide nines, just running right between the Ndamukong Suh and Cam Wake. Every time.
Which, by the way, I did want to bring this up. That the Ndamukong Suh wasn't an Adam Gase pickup. I would like to put that out there too.
Let me just say that wide nine defense the Dolphins had was fucking awful. I hated watching that. It's terrible.
I'm gonna say this.
Terrible.
I'm gonna ask Ian for something. I'm gonna ask Ian something real quick. Remember that year, those 2 years before he got fired? You feel as though we should have switched to a 3-4 to benefit the players we had on defense? They would have helped us out more if we switched.
What during the Gase era?
Yeah.
No, I think they had the right personnel to fit that 4-3, but they should have just changed that wide nine technique. Just should have been. They should have got rid of that, bro. That never works.
Yeah,
no team in the league lines up and they run that type of techniques.
The Eagles did that for a few years and it kind of worked, but it's not something that you should do consistently.
But you had some pretty decent run defenders too, because you have Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham right there.
And Trent Cole back then, we had Trent Cole.
But I think if they would have just went to a different format, I think they could have been even better. That Y9, it's the reason why teams scrap that. That wide nine technique, bro. That's for obvious passing downs. You know what I'm saying? That teams get gashed again when we did it. The Eagles do it, or team like I think the Detroit Lions, they did it too for a while when Sue was there.
That's that Matt Schwartz defense.
It just, bro, it's too much. It's just too much space on the interior, and it's easy for teams to run up.
And you know what? I don't like that. Do teams still run the 3-4? I don't think the 3-4 works in this area either. 3-4 defense.
Oh yeah, we're a base 3-4 team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But no, I just think they had the personnel for a 4-3. It's just that wide nine approach, bro. It's
I feel as though we should have switched to a 3-4. That would have helped out our pass rush. That would have helped out our pass rush and helped out too.
You would have gave up a little on the running game though. Just a little bit.
Yeah. If you run that, bro, you better have Ray Lewis in the middle of that defense, bro. You better have Ray Lewis. And obviously they didn't. We didn't.
I kind of felt like
yeah,
that was why Ray Malaluga was so successful with the Dolphins and possibly had the best rush defense in quite some time with Ray Malaluga.
Man, you tripping, man. You tripping.
Ray Malaluga. What?
Yeah,
tripping,
at that time, the Dolphins was ranked top 10 when Ray Malaluga was in the middle. He was ranked top 10 when Ray Malaluga was in the middle.
Hey, I'm gonna say this to you, man. I was at the club when he got arrested. I was at the club when he got arrested. So,
hey, numbers don't lie, G Money. They was top 10.
I'm just laughing because you've been saying a lot of off the wall shit for the past two shows.
And you hear him hyping up Ray Malaluga, but where did Ray Malaluga come from? That would be Cincinnati. But I thought they didn't have good players up.
Yeah, he ain't a Hall of Famer. And he ain't a Hall of Famer.
Come on, man. You just sitting here hyping up Ray Malaluga. He was on that Cincinnati.
You act like I did. Did I say he was Ray Lewis? Did I say that? I said I like Ray Malaluga personally. He was one of my favorite linebackers coming out of the
He was a good player. Y'all said Cincinnati didn't have talent.
I said good players. No, I did not say that. you putting words in my mouth.
See, now you know how I feel.
I said
y'all
they
do
had
that.
good players.
Y'all been doing that to me for years.
Players.
Now you know how I feel.
Hey, you did not say they had good players. I believe in you to tell the truth. Didn't I say they had good players?
Okay, let me just say this. Cincinnati compared to Pittsburgh as far as the players, I mean, Pittsburgh had
no
a bunch
contest.
of Hall of Famers. They had a bunch of Hall of Famers. I get you, but that doesn't mean that Marvin Lewis was better than Mike Tomlin. Stop.
Mean? Okay. How about this? Okay. We're undecisive, but based off of talent, what they had a lot to do with less, I'm taking Marvin.
Okay.
I like Marvin. I just like Marvin. I just like him.
See, one thing I like, I like Marvin Lewis as a coach, but I just think he was, one thing about a coach, bro, you got to instill discipline on your team. It's just not personnel.
No,
it's culture.
I'm gonna say this.
Culture.
He had discipline. He just had too many heads on the field at one time.
Well, you got to get rid of those guys. You can't have that many of them, bro. Who drafted them? Who signed the player? He did.
You telling me James Harrison?
He was not the GM. He was not the GM.
James Harrison, they hard to deal with. Mike Tomlin had a lot of knuckleheads too, but they pretty much kept him in the line. The only two,
like them two knuckleheads that quit on the team, right? Like
that's only two. That's only two.
Who quit on Marvin? Tell me who quit on Marvin.
Bro, if you consistently
Pac-Man Jones.
Go ahead. Exactly. And if you consistently do head shots and just get penalties all the time, you a knucklehead. Like you ruining your team's chances.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that skip practice, people that skip practices, folks
they would do it all the time. They would do that all. Well, I think that happens more than what's publicized. That's not uncommon for teams. So with Cincinnati, bro, they were one of the most notoriously undisciplined teams, bro. That's just a fact. I mean, that's been a knockout. You know why Marvin Lewis can't get a job? That's one of the big reasons why. He cannot establish a disciplined program.
And
that's been a knockout.
And that's why
he that you bought in, though. You bought in some pretty ignorant players. I don't want to use the word ignorant, but
well, who bringing them in? I mean, man, he the head coach?
Hey, Mike Brown is a tough owner to play for.
And how was that Mike Tomlin's fault?
I didn't say it was, but again, it goes back to what I was saying. Marvin Lewis did a lot more with less.
Man, you out of your mind, great one.
So when I say that about LeBron, a lot more with less.
One playoff game. He got one playoff victory in 20 years. Yeah. He did more with less.
With who? Who? Where did he win? When did he win? What are you talking about? He's 0-7 as a head coach. Man, maybe when he was the coordinator for the Ravens.
I ain't getting into it about LeBron today. I ain't getting into it about LeBron. Giannis already dropped the mic on that super team crap. So you all know.
That super team comment was for Kevin Durant.
No, it was for LeBron too. A super, like I said earlier this morning in the group chat. A super team is a super team.
LeBron,
it was for everybody. It was for everybody. It was for
LeBron being on a team.
It was for everybody.
But he didn't join a super team. Kevin Durant joined a super team.
Let me ask you a question. Is it LeBron James joined Dwayne Wade, and yes, we have. It is I'm about to wrap it up in the next 10 minutes. But isn't Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh a super team? Yes or no?
Before you answer that, Ian, listen to my point.
No, I don't want to hear your point.
Wait. Listen to my. Let me before you answer that.
Go ahead.
Coming together as a group to establish something and becoming something great is completely different than joining something that's already been established and great. Kevin Durant going to the Warriors is not the same as LeBron coming together with his boys and creating something. That's not the same. Kevin Durant took the easy way out. That's a weak move. Plus, Kevin Durant lost to the Warriors, so that makes it weak. What LeBron did is not the same thing as what Kevin Durant did. That's my point. Go ahead.
The question.
You know what though? That's a very good point. And I was going to say something. That's a very good point. I mean, really. I agree 100% with what he just said. Now, I do think Giannis's path needs to be respected more than LeBron's.
Thank you.
Well, I'll say that because he got it out the mud, bro. He didn't join Bosh. He didn't a player the caliber of Bosh or Wade. No, he got it out the mud, bro. Stuck through thick and thin. Put his head down, got to work, got it done. So I gotta. Now, I do. The thing with LeBron James is this, okay? I understand LeBron gets a lot of criticism for, creating somewhat of a super team. But LeBron's
somewhat of
a
super team.
Hang on. Okay, would you say he had that Cleveland team? Would you say that's a super team? Would it?
No.
Yes.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Come on, great one.
No. Kyrie won the Kyrie won the All-Star.
Okay.
Kevin Love in the All-Star.
Okay.
Kyrie ain't the same as D Wade. Stop it.
Okay, what's the definition of a super team then? Tell me that right now. Before we even continue, what is the definition of a super team?
2 MVPs on the same team is a super team.
I agree.
2 MVPs.
I agree.
Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was the MVP before he got to the Warriors. That's a super team. Kyrie Irving was not an MVP. D Wade, he could have won an MVP, but he didn't win. Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, that's a super team. That is a super team. I
literally have no respect for what Kevin Durant did. None. Number one, like you said,
people do not like what he did. I'm trying to tell you.
No. Hang on. Kevin Durant, okay, he had them that same Warrior team down 3-1 and could not get it done. And we're talking about talent. Look at the teams he had in Oklahoma City, bro.
Thank you.
And he could not get it done. And then the very next year you have them 3-1 and they beat you. You let them come back and beat you, and you join them the very next year. Nah, bro, that's a whole move. You ask me. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! No. People think I'm wrong for saying
straight up.
I'm not arguing with that. My argument is a super team is a super team. And this bull jive about you having 2 MVPs on the same team, don't you think that you need to put into that conversation of potential MVPs that were in the voting at that time too?
I don't want to hear that. They weren't MVPs. Steph Curry won 2 MVPs and an unanimous MVP. I don't want to hear that.
If Jokic left, let's say if Jokic left the Nuggets and went to the Warriors, that's a super team, correct? Would you hold them accountable for that?
The difference of what you're not understanding the point of what I'm saying.
No, super team is super team.
To me.
Super team is super team.
You're not understanding.
No, I don't care. I don't care about what Kevin Durant did.
He's
the principle is super team. That's
all
I'm at right now.
The issue, listen, the issue is not fucking super team. The issue is he lost to the Warriors and joined them. You cannot do that if you're the man. You cannot do that if you're the man.
I just told you it does not.
LeBron, listen, LeBron lost.
It does matter.
Why not? If LeBron James went to the Heat to play with D Wade and they were dominating everybody, which one?
That's what you're not understanding. Why you don't understand that?
What about in Cleveland? What about in Cleveland the second go round?
I'm talking
about
that
wasn't a super team.
I'm talking about the Heat.
Okay. Well,
I'm talking about the Heat.
LeBron. Listen. The criticism that LeBron took for joining that team in Miami, for him to beat that 7-3 win team, come back from down from 3-1, he eliminated any kind of criticism you could have
Exactly.
given him, bro.
I can
Thank you.
respect
That
that,
validated everything that he
but
did,
we
bro.
talking about super team though. The conversation is super team. G Money want to misconstrue the shit to make it seem like, oh, Kevin Durant, what he did was a weak fucking move. I understand that. I understand that part. So eliminate it. Don't even think about the Golden State Warriors beating them. Don't think about that part. Think about the part.
You can't
Wait a minute, G Money. Wait a minute. Think about this part right here. You are playing on a team with two other superstars. Super team. If you, like I said, if you just eliminate what Kevin Durant did as far as him losing to the Golden State Warriors in the conference finals, okay, that's fine. Just eliminate that. It's the same freaking thing. It is the same thing because you're playing on a super team. You literally got together with some guys and you wanted to play together because you wanted to win a chip.
You're not paying attention. Listen to me.
I just told you, forget that.
Listen to me. That is the point. LeBron, if LeBron lost to the Celtics in 2010 and joined the Celtics, that would have been awful.
Let me say this real quick. Great one. This is what you're not understanding. When LeBron came to the Heat, all three of those players were free agents. They could have went to anywhere they wanted to go. That's what you're not realizing. The Heat only won 35 games the previous season.
It does not matter.
Hold on, wait. We only won 35 games the previous season. And all three of those players were free agents. Technically, they was going to go to the Chicago Bulls. But Chicago Bulls didn't have enough money. So Pat Riley called Dwayne Wade told, hey, man, get your homies to come down here. I'm going to get that money for you. And guess what happened? They came to the Heat.
See, what you and Banks not understanding this, it's not the issue that they're free agents. They can go wherever they want. The issue is, what you're not understanding, the issue is, if you are the MVP of the league, which Kevin Durant was at OKC, and he was the man, he was the second best player or best player, according to some people, you have a team up 3-1 and you lose to that team, you cannot join that team if you're the man. Michael Jordan cannot join the Pistons after losing to the Pistons 3 years in a row. That is the issue, that he went to the Warriors. If he would have left and went to a different team, fine. The issue is he went to the Warriors. That is the issue. It's not about free agency, super teams. It's about you lost to a team that you were up 3-1 and you joined them. That is weak. That is what I'm saying. That's it.
Okay. Can we get past this weak part and talk about the super team now?
And also, technically, okay. I'm gonna go to the Warriors for you. Great one. The Warriors had 3 All-Stars on the team. One player that won 2 MVPs back to back, technically, right? They had 3 All-Stars on the team. 3. And he joined the team with 3 All-Stars on the team. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
LeBron joined the team with 2 All-Stars on the team.
I'm gonna get to your point about the super
when they came. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to your point about the super team. I didn't have no issue with Kevin Durant going to Brooklyn because he didn't lose to Brooklyn. There was no problem going to Brooklyn. I don't have issues with Jokic going to the Warriors. That's not my issue. I don't care about super teams like you and whoever else cares about. My only issue.
And you just said I could just talk about Peyton Manning and Tom Brady being on the same team. Yes, the hell you do care about super teams.
No, he was saying that as a joke.
I was saying that as a joke, the point was Tom Brady beat Peyton Manning 3 years in the playoffs before Peyton Manning finally. That whole point was joining. That was trying to talk shit about Kevin Durant. That's not important right now. What I'm saying is I don't care about super teams being formed. My only issue is if you are the best player in the league or the best player in your team, and you lost to a team that you should have beaten, you can't join that team the next season. That's the only issue. That's it. I don't care where Kevin Durant goes. That's it. If you want to join it,
my argument is nothing to do with Kevin Durant. My argument is, how are you going to jump on Kevin Durant by joining a team that's a super team, but you ain't have the same words for LeBron James being on a super team too?
It's different. How you don't understand that it's different?
Because it's still a super team. The team is still a super team.
That's not. You're not
yes,
getting
it
the
is.
point.
Yes, it is. It does not matter. It's a super team.
That's a different
regardless.
situation.
The title is super team. You doesn't matter how it was assembled. I don't care if Pat Riley got the bag and said LeBron, Chris Bosh, come on and play.
LeBron did not. LeBron did not lose to the Miami Heat, brother. Come on, man. It's not the same.
It doesn't matter who you lost to.
Yeah.
At the end
It
of the
does
day,
matter.
No, it doesn't. You play 82 games. You play an 82 game season. You lost to a team at least one time. So why are we making it a big deal?
Let me just say something. LeBron leaving Cleveland. Are you serious? Playing for a racist owner? You got your teammate trying to fuck your mom or fuck your mom. They never got you help. I don't blame LeBron for leaving Cleveland at all.
I don't blame LeBron for leaving Cleveland either, but he went to Miami where D-Wade had his number for the longest time. That's a weak fucking move, don't you think?
That's not a weak move. Coming together and building something is not a weak move.
A weak move?
It's not a weak. You listen. You and Banks came together to make this podcast. Is that a weak move? Like, come on. When you come together and build something, that's different than joining something that's already been established. I don't want to hear that. That was not a weak move. Kevin Durant going to go to State was weak.
Was it a weak move? Was it a weak move when the Boston Celtics did it before LeBron James did?
Yes.
It was.
Yes, it was. It was.
That wasn't weak either. I don't think that was weak either.
Oh, so see, I see G Money don't like competition in the league, apparently. So
I can't. The Kevin Durant move was all time. The Kevin Durant move.
I give you that. That was all time. It don't matter how we got the weed. We all four of us motherfuckers are smoking the shit. So don't sit back and let me get arrested. All of us get arrested for this shit.
So let me ask y'all this. Real quick. So where do y'all rank Giannis right now? Where's he at in terms of the upper tier level of players in the league? Is he the best now? No. Is he the king now?
No, he's not the best right now. To me, he did. Well, okay, when he played the Brooklyn Nets, if that team was fully healthy, they would have lost. It's just my opinion. They would have made
I don't know if that's.
If that team was fully healthy, they wouldn't have won, bro.
I don't know
about that, bro.
The Brooklyn Nets had a lot of flaws, even with the three of them playing. They still had a lot of flaws.
But they won't be an outscore. I don't know.
I would say it would still go 7, and maybe Brooklyn in 7, but it wouldn't be as easy as everybody think it is.
Right.
They had a lot.
I agree 100%. I agree.
As far as your question, to answer your question, I'd say he's top 5. To me, I don't know the order. I'm just my top 5.
Oh yeah,
Giannis,
know the order. You know the order.
Giannis, LeBron, Kawhi, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis, and maybe Steph Curry 6. Or maybe Steph Curry over Anthony Davis.
Wait a minute. You went from 5 to 1, or you went from 1 to 5?
There's no order. I just said the top 5.
No order.
Okay. Well, I have no shame in my top 5. It's going Kevin Durant, LeBron, Giannis, Steph, Kawhi.
See, you can interchange Steph Curry and Anthony Davis. They can be 5 or 6. So I agree with that list.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. I think Anthony Davis is great. What do you mean?
You can think he's great all you want, but availability would.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You're right.
Well, and same thing with Kawhi. To be honest with you, I don't like Kawhi. I don't like him.
Kawhi, but when Kawhi is healthy, man, come on, man. That dude.
It doesn't matter. I don't like you. Well, you can't even play. You can't even play all 82 games. So why
he doesn't need to play 82 games? I don't
respect players that don't put in 110%. That's just me.
I mean, if his body doesn't let him out, what can he do? You know,
I think from what this version of Giannis, I'm talking on the finals version of Giannis. That's the best player in the league, bro. That's the most physically imposing. That's the most physically dominating player in the entire NBA, bro. And we see it all the time. I mean, it's like he took his game up a notch or two. And I mean, not just offensively, but defensively.
Come on, Quinte.
Defense. He's the best two-way player in the league right now, bro. He's Kawhi's prime. He's giving you LeBron James type production. He's giving you obviously
Hang
on. I'm talking about primarily the final version of Giannis. He's giving you LeBron James type statistics. He's the best two-way player.
Quinte, look at the stats of the finals, man. You got to come on, man.
Historic. And thinking where they would be without him dominating like that. Because I know everybody's hyping. Well, Middleton, he stepped up, but he has been wildly inconsistent since him and Giannis has been teammates. You know, Drew Holiday he's got a suspect jumper, and he probably always will. Now, his contribution on the defensive end of neutralizing Chris Paul, it was huge in the series.
It was huge.
But overall, the consistent force on that team, and I mean, he was at a historic level, was Giannis Antetokounmpo. You can't deny that, bro. And in my opinion, right now, he's the most physically dominating player in the league. He's taking LeBron's crown, in my opinion.
Yeah.
See, one thing he's 20, and he's just 26 years old.
Yeah.
So if he,
I need a jump shot first before I can say it.
I hear you. I was getting to that.
But even without a jump shot, the man scored 50 and won the MVP. Come on, man, and won the final. Stop it.
He had 3 40-plus point games. 3.
Even without a jump shot.
Without a jumper.
I swear, you winning the championship just changes everybody's opinion about a player. I'm a Giannis stan, but even though I can say that he ain't the best player in the league.
I'm telling you, bro, how he dominates on both. He's not. He's absolute, bro. He's giving you. He's like what, the 2 or 3 best rebounder in the league. I mean, look at how. I mean, 6 blocks last night. He was everywhere, and on top of that, you can see Giannis. You never have to take him off the floor, because when teams opt to switch, when they would go to pick and roll on him, he can cover point guards. He can cover shooting guards. He can cover small forwards.
He can cover 1 through 5. Yeah.
He has that type of athleticism. And I'm telling you, bro, if he continues to get that jumper, if he gets consistent with that, I'm telling you, Giannis could be like, something we have never seen before.
Yeah.
He could be.
I agree.
He's got that kind of ability. So I think he is, right now, this version, the finals version of Giannis, he's the most dominant player in the league right now, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm not saying. I don't want to be mean, so I'm not saying anything.
Okay, so what we got for final thoughts?
First things first, I did want to get you guys' thought on Fred Warner, the San Francisco 49ers linebacker, contract extension, 5-year, $95 million, making him the highest paid linebacker in football. Fred Warner. You a hater, bro. You is a hater. I'll take him on the Dolphins right now. You can take Jerome Baker.
He's not but a bigger Jerome Baker, bro.
Fred Warner's nice, bro. You crazy?
He's
Fred
nice. He's a bigger Jerome Baker. He can handle the wash and everything.
Man, please, you're doing that man a big disservice, bro. I mentioned
Jerome. No, I'm not saying he's not a bad player. I'm not saying that, man. I'm not saying that. He's a linebacker.
You already know how I feel about it. You already know what my opinion is on Jerome Baker is. But
I like Jerome Baker, but he had his limitations.
I'm surprised you ain't still eating crow for that comment.
But yeah, it's money well spent. It's money well spent, bro. I think he's at his position. He's one of the 2 or 3 best right now, and he's still young. So I think it's money well spent. He's the heart and soul of that.
Who made that scuffle noise just now? Was that you?
I think that was a mistake. Because you need to pay. Wait. You got to pay your defensive end.
That was me, boy. That was me.
You got to pay your defensive end.
So for a team,
Lil Bosa's coming up next.
He got 3 years. Okay. You be all right.
No. Okay. He got one. I think he got 1 more year left.
No, he got drafted 2 years ago. So
you got 3. You got 5 years with your quarterback on a rookie deal.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Garoppolo's salary is coming off the book. He probably won't even make it at a training camp. So they can walk away. They can walk away with him with no dead cap penalty at all.
And you know what the funny thing is? For a guy to be sitting in this chat to be scoffing and they need some serious linebacker help, it's just mind-boggling to me. But Quinte, real quick though, 2019, 119 tackles. 2020, 125 tackles. I'm seeing the trajectory going up for Fred Warner.
But who was the biggest difference maker on the team? When he was not playing, what happened?
They had a lot of injuries on that team.
No, I don't want to hear that. When he was not playing, what happened to the defense, bro? He was playing.
Who wasn't playing?
when Bosa was not playing.
It ain't just on defense though. It was on the offense too. The offense they didn't have a quarterback.
I don't care about the Dolphins.
They still was.
I'm talking about the rest of the season when
they still were top 12 unit. They still was a top 12 unit.
When he was playing, I'm sorry, man. I will pay him.
They still was a top 12 unit, bro.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Quinte, you are
to me. This is
bro. I swear, you are tough.
Wait, hold on, Quinte is tough to please. Are you serious?
Yeah, he is very tough to please.
Where do you think you are? You think you easy?
No, I'm very easy. But hey, when your quarterback has 10 takeaways from your defense, it's very, very hard for me to be like, oh yeah, he's a guy.
Okay.
I'm not being a hater. I'm just saying, like, I'm a patient guy. I waited 8 years for Ryan Tannehill. You ain't hear me complain. I'm riding the wave just now. But I'm just letting you know right now. I kept every single one of those receipts that was stated about Tua by everybody that EM knows who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. And I've been quiet.
You gonna be calling for channels to get shut down, bro?
I know. I'll be making some guest appearances up in these bitches.
Man, come on, bro. Look, man, come on, bro.
Hey,
listen.
Motherfuckers would send me death threats, man. Like, this shit is real. Like, I'm like, damn,
yeah.
You send me death threats like that, bro.
I got a dude trolling me. I was on TD's show the other day.
I try to block him out, but he kept coming back. I'm sorry.
I got this motherfucker coming in, and then he came over. I was on Finside the other night. And I didn't see him though, because I was calling these motherfuckers out when I see him in the chat, but I didn't see him before we logged off. And so Reason that told me he blocked him. He said, "Who's this dude that was calling me, bro?" He was coming at me hard, bro, telling me, "Kill me," and I'm scum, I'm this, I'm that. But it's that same motherfucker from TD. Pardon my I'm sorry to be using profanity, bro, but it's that same dude that came from TD's. He was trolling me in TD's comments the other night. And man, I'm telling you, bro, these folks, they need to get a life, bro.
Listen,
it's ridiculous.
I didn't think it was that serious. One time we had a show, I think it was a Wednesday show. This person came on the chat and was talking so much mad shit about us all night. I was like, what? I asked Bora after the show, that didn't bother you? Like, no, I'm used to it. I'm like, I guess that's the way it is in sports podcasts. They just gonna come at you.
It's on a whole other level with Tua. Like, I dealt with it for the past 8 years, but it's on a whole nother level. I say one negative thing about Tua. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to die. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like you can't say nothing bad. That's
no.
You act like this motherfucker parted the Red Sea and had you walk across that bitch.
But you know what though? It was the same with Rosen too, though. Let's be real. It's the same.
No, what?
For me, it was. You know how they was coming at me, bro. You already know. Great one, tell the truth, bro. Come on, now. You know how they was coming at me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Man, come on, man. I know.
I'm gonna say this. The Rosen thing, everybody just wanted to get a kid a chance. That's all it was. But just be honest with you. They just wanted to give him a chance to see what he can do.
Why? Okay, but then why not apply that same approach to Tua? Let Tua get a chance.
I am.
Okay.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Look. If we sitting here this time next year and there's uncertainty surrounding him, have at it. But it's too much. It's not enough of a sample size, bro, to just write him off unless Deshaun Watson is available. Other than that, no.
I'm gonna give you a number, Ian. What if he throw for 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions? Is that a solid year for you?
Those are game managing, I expect more from Tua. See, one thing I was surprised with Tua. Well, I wasn't surprised because I think number one, it was a health issue, and then two, well, what he had to work with. I want to see that level of aggression from Tua, like we saw at Alabama. That's why early on it shocked me
that Tua wasn't more aggressive, because Tua is one of the more aggressive quarterbacks we've ever seen at the college level. So when he got to the pros and he struggled with NFL type windows, okay, that is normal. That is normal for a rookie quarterback. But it's just at times when you go back and watch the tape, it's just, man, it was just plays to make on the field, and Tua was just, man, it was like a deer in headlights. You know what I mean?
I'm just being that's the stuff that I noticed, but I can't say anything, because when I say it, people think I'm just bashing the young fella.
Well, I don't. You know me. I don't give a damn what these motherfuckers say. I'm gonna say what the hell I'm gonna say. I don't give a damn on what platform. I don't give a damn. So, but
I had to change my avatar picture because people talk about my daughter. I was gonna have to shoot somebody.
Hey, a couple weeks ago, bro.
Really take it that far?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, no. Great one. Did you hear? It was about 3 weeks ago. We was on Larry's platform. You had these fools in the chat talking about gunplay, bro.
Oh,
talking
my
about
God.
talking about bringing the guns out, bro. I said, well, look, man, do your thing. You can sit here and play internet tough guy all you want to, but I'll tell you what, though, you pull up on my address, you pull up, bro. I'm telling you, it'll be the 4th of July up in here.
Oh yeah,
and this was
we ain't talking.
And this was in June. So
that's so
I ain't
stupid,
trying to hear
people
it.
take sports that far.
You're
talking sports.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Just like what Banks said last night. Don't take it personal, but we just debating about sports. All this chill.
Yeah.
Just
It's ridiculous.
I don't have nothing against Tua, but them damn fans are just making it very, very hard for me to root for him right now.
Yeah, I tell you, they get real pissy, boy. Listen here. Oh, I mean, I got the haters coming at me from every platform. Obviously, TDs, them haters they gonna be there. My haters gonna be on that platform forever.
They hate on everybody on TD. They go on TD channel just to troll half the time.
And then on top of that, inside the NFL, bro, I think I got more haters on there now because I came out of.
I am not saying anything
for some constructive criticism about Tua. I think I got more haters on that platform now than any of them. I think. So
I can neither confirm nor deny how I feel about that. Anybody have any final thoughts before we close this out?
Oh man,
this was a great show. Nice to have you on EM. Nice to talk to you again, DeVore. Nice to talk to you again, G. If this closes out, have a blessed night, man.
Hang on, Quinn. Don't. You say you want to holler at me about something backstage?
Yeah, I ain't gonna get off right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what's up. Oh, my bad, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me on, bro. It's good to see y'all, man, because I've been trying, especially Quinn. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. I know Great want to pop up here and there, on different platforms, and I chop it up with him every now and then. But it's good to see you, G Money. It's good to meet you, homie, and hopefully we can engage again at some point, bro. And I just appreciate y'all letting me come through and chop it up about our team and everything. And anytime y'all want me to come on, bro, y'all will have me, bro. I'll be more, don't hesitate. Just, let me know. And, we can make it happen. But all day, every day, y'all know what it is. Hands up, baby.
Yes, sir. What you got for me, G?
Well, Ian, it was nice to meet you too, brother. I love your energy. I love you. You're not a crazy Dolphins fan like some of them are.
I'm a crazy Dolphins fan.
No. That wasn't a shot at you, boy. That wasn't a shot.
I'm just making sure. Like I feel like I'm the most critical at this point.
No. But every night, what I say: preach peace, peace and love, no violence. Talk it out, walk away. That's about it. Good show, great show, long show, but great show.
I just wanted to go ahead and remind everybody that still owes me money for the Bucks in 6 series. The 15 hours has been up. I'm going to be coming out to collect tomorrow afternoon. Just want to put that out there. I'm serious about my buddy. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and all other major streaming platforms. We'll be back Saturday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern time. This is Not For The Bay podcast. We are out of here, man.
Later. Peace.